Welcome to my sewing room. My name is Leanne, and this is my first Talk to Me Tuesday. A little background, I've been watching you guys. Jennifer I've been watching probably about, 4, maybe 5 years. And Jules, probably 2. The rest of you guys, I finally figured out how to watch you probably about maybe a year and a half ago. To say I'm not very tech savvy is an understatement. Anyway, welcome to my sewing room. I live in the northeast corner of Washington, about an hour away from the Canadian border, above Spokane. I live on a non-working farm, but there's still plenty to keep me busy here. I enjoy quilting and have only been doing it though for probably maybe 9, maybe 10 years. I don't remember exactly when I started the first quilt, but let me tell you, that first quilt, I think it took me 2 years to get it done. And I tied it because the sashing on it was denim, and yeah, not trying to quilt that. And that was before I even got into free motion quilting at all. The reason I started quilting is because my aunt gave me a quilt that my grandmother had made but not finished. It was totally pieced. It was halfway tied, which is how I learned to tie because I had to finish tying that, but it had a scalloped edge. And I wasn't going to try to put a scallop binding on anything until I had at least tried to do it on a regular quilt, do a regular straight binding. So, made myself a quilt. Which I need to patch because I didn't know about putting denim with some of the lighter weight fabrics would cause that to tear apart, those lightweight fabrics to tear apart. So that's one of my projects, but I'll get there on that. Anyway, to show you what I'm working on right now, I am quilting my Dogs in Sweaters pattern by Elizabeth Hartman. I still have this purple sweater to do and the red sweater to do. I don't know if you can see very well. It says bark, bark, woof, woof as the background quilting, which I thought was kind of fun. I do all of my quilting on my Jazz. I do not have a long arm, so I just kind of make up the patterns of what I'm going to quilt as I go along. I've also, the other thing that I worked on this week, or I should say last week now, was to work on Christmas balls. I do these up every year for family and neighbors. Did a new style this year, this type. This is done with shavings from crayons that you heat with a hair dryer so it sticks to the glass, or plastic in this case. These are ones that oops, almost pulled it out wrong. These are ones that I pour paint inside and then marble, and you get these cool designs. But anyway, that's what I was working on also. The reason I found Jennifer, found Fandom and Stitches to be first of all, was I have a son who is a big Harry Potter fan, and when I started quilting and, looking at things on uh, Facebook, there was all of these Project Dooms quilts, but there was also a castle one, and that's the one that he decided he wanted. And I had found where, I don't even remember the gal's name now. She had it on a website. Well, silly me did not save the patterns at that time, even though they were free. And so later, when I wanted to, you know, start thinking about maybe learning how to do the paper piecing, I couldn't find those. Couldn't find it. And finally, I did find it on the Phantom and Stitches site. And that's how I found Jennifer O. And of course, that was, like I said, quite a few years ago. I've told Jennifer O that I would start posting when I retired. Well, this week I've been retired a year, so I figured I'd better start posting. So anyway, that's what I've been doing this past week. We'll see if I can get it all quilted and maybe even get the binding on it and start getting that done by next week. So I hope to be able to post every week, let you know what I've been doing, and I hope everybody is enjoying their weather, whether it be spring or winter. Can't make up its mind here, but anyway, thank you for letting me join you, and have a great day. Bye.